As far back as I can remember, I always felt cursed, and there was always strange things happening. I remember sitting down once and asking my mom, what's going on in our family? And she told me that there was a curse on my family. One of my aunts was cheating with a man who was married. And because of that, that person did a curse against our family. You know, constantly hearing, you ain't nothing, you ain't nothing, you ain't nothing. I started to think that, you know, maybe I wasn't nothing. Being stuck living in a place that was, you know, rat infested, roach infested, was like garbage. It led me to being angry. It led me to getting stressed, to end up smoking weed. I mean, at 9 years old, I started smoking marijuana. I started off smoking a joint here, a joint there. Ended up smoking an ounce a day with like 3 or 4 other people. I mean, that's $100 worth of weed. Pickpocketing people to get marijuana. By 12, I was already an alcoholic. You know, like everything that my mother said, you're not gonna be nothing, you're gonna be this. It was becoming my reality. So I was already a weed head. I was already an alcoholic by then. By the next year, by 13 or so, I joined the gang. I started gang banging. I mean, I joined the Bloods. I was there, you know, living out on the blocks, hustling, selling rocks. I started selling drugs in school at first, like selling marijuana, selling weed to people in the hallways. Then all of a sudden, it wasn't making enough money. I ended up starting to sell crack, started to hustle out in the streets, selling 20 rocks, selling dimes, selling, you know, just pushing dope. If I could get my hands on powder, I would sell it. I would sell anything I could get my hands on. I would, you know, try to do check scams, carrying guns, you know, on me, just living a life outside on the streets. I was even homeless, though I had a bunch of money in my pocket. And at that point, I didn't care about life no more. So I was wild. I was out there, you know, staying up all night, just selling drugs till 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, sometimes not even sleeping, going through 2-3 days awake, snorting powder, drinking, using drugs. I used so many drugs. I smoked weed, I drank, I snorted cocaine, I smoked coke and laced up with like rocks. I popped pills, like ecstasy pills, I chewed mushrooms. I did almost everything except for heroin. It's kind of funny how I came to the church, actually, because, I mean, first of all, I didn't want to come. I mean, I didn't want to come to a church. I didn't believe in church, and I thought it was a waste of time. I said, if I'm going to pray, I'll just pray at home. But I came like I was. I didn't come dressed up or anything. I came high. My lips were black from marijuana smoke. My eyes were bloodshot red, I mean, completely red. And I mean, I looked like a thug. I looked like somebody on the street that, you know, that'll stick you for your purse or something, and that's actually what I was. I attended the whole meeting. You know, I listened. I was kind of skeptical the first day, you know, kind of just watching everything, but I felt something different, and the most different thing was that nobody criticized me. That's something that nobody can give to you. That's something only God did. So I have no doubt that curse of failure, it's broken in my family, and I have God to thank for that.